Breath is stillness in slow motion. Breath is involuntary and voluntary. Breath is the breast milk of Source. We feel the movement of God through the movement of our breath. Inhalation is the access to inspiration, the entering in of spirit. Exhalation is the thrust of spirit. Breath is the central core of being and is untouched by any negativity. Breath transcends imbalanced emotions. The breath in our body is a wave moving within the ocean of life as God. Breath is the fuel of all that is known or ever will be known. Every deep breath fuels and fires the brain cells and makes the mind a sharper and greater portal for knowledge and wisdom. Breath, being the Spirit of God, is eternal and extends from the beginningless beginning all the way into the endless end. Breath is the affirmation of the eternality of our soul. Breath is our connection and access code to eternity. Birth and death are the two great facets of breath. Upon birth, the first axis of breath is the inhalation. Upon death, the last axis of breath is the exhalation. We inhale our way into our body and exhale our way into our spirit. Every deep breath is a prayer for life and lengthens the physical lifespan. Every shallow breath denies life and limits the welcoming of God into the kingdom of our body and soul. Shallow breath is a death wish. Every word is the movement of breath. Every song is the melody of breath. Breath is the fuel of ecstasy and bliss. During the day, plants and trees and all vegetation emits massive amounts of oxygen. Breathe in the plants and trees. Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation brings the dead and dying back into physical life. Breath is God within, hiding in plain sight. Breath is the supreme source of life that creates inner substance, which then becomes the form of manifestation. Breath is the life force of us all and has no boundaries of separation. Breath follows and empowers thought and feeling. Therefore, we must be discerning about where we focus our mind and emotions. To be negative toward any being is to be negative toward breath, which blocks our access to the greater blessings of breath. Breath is the means by which I realize that I am happening to my life rather than the illusion that my life is happening to me. To be inspired is to be moved in creation by breath. Breath is the access to the fountain of youth. Breath is the evidence of our infinite abundance. Breath is the activity of love. To breathe is to love, and to love is to breathe. Deep breathing awakens eternal remembrance as the wings of cosmic consciousness. Letter to Mama and Grandmama Ayahuasca. Dear Mama and Grandmama Ayahuasca, we call upon your healing spirit to invoke the sacred alchemy to transform the numerous crises of our world. Many of us have traveled to the Amazon to meet with you and ingest your plant medicine, and often you have come to many of us to initiate us in the eternal remembrance of our divinity. Now we, as the omnipresent masses, choose to receive your spirit into consciousness for world healing by virtue of what already is in eternal reality. Thank you, Grandmama Ayahuasca, for empowering us to realize the dissolution of all mechanisms of sickness, fear, hatred, and malicious control. Thank you, Mama, for being the omnipresent vision and intention within us to see and allow this miscreation of darkness back into the family of light. Mama, by virtue of your compassion, we invoke and dream awake the reality of malicious governmental forces coming back into divine alignment. By the power of Grandmama Ayahuasca, we appeal to and summon forth the central core essence of every being on planet Earth. As God is our omnipresent center, we turn to that place within where only God dwells, and the sacred funeral pyre of the Phoenix purges all anti-divinity. We invoke and dream awake God Goddess within all. Mama Ayahuasca, by your grace, return to that place where fear never was, where hatred and poverty is a lie, where only divine light are we led, where death is forever dead. Thank you, Mama, for holding us in the presence of mind, heart, and awareness that we contain within us the solution to every problem, the answer to every prayer, the fulfillment of every intention, and the wellness of every illness. We open to the wisdom and guidance known by all the sacred plant medicines. We see every focal point of consciousness and being receiving this wisdom. We transform. We dream awake all unconsciousness into cosmic consciousness. We allow and dream awake our connected empowerment through every divine breakthrough and healing in sacred ceremony. Thank you, Grandmama Ayahuasca, for living the reality through us, that every wonderful blessing and healing is already done, that we are empowered by everything, that everything is serving unto our highest good. Thank you for keeping us steadfast in holding the vision of every being upon our planet, being aligned with the divine intention of love, wholeness, immunity, sacred brotherhood and sisterhood, wisdom and divine power, and knowing that the victory is already ours. Blessed be world wholeness and ascension. I love myself as God loves me. I love myself as God loves me. I love myself as God loves me. I love myself as God loves me, infinitely and unconditionally, by virtue of my being. I follow the example of God's love for me, which eternally flows regardless of my doing, achieving, and creating. My being is my access code to infinite love. I get myself as God gets me, independent of the indifferences with which others may see me. I accept myself as God accepts me, with the graciousness of a divine and perfect acceptance. I am at peace with myself, with the harmony of God, and this peace surpasses human understanding. I forgive myself as God forgives me, and celebrate the I am center of all, where supreme innocence dwells. I elevate myself with the esteem of God, and my self-esteem skyrockets through the roof of the cosmos. I allow my creativity as God creates through me. I allow my wholeness as God heals through me. I allow my abundance as God thrives in and through me. I allow my self-esteem as the elevation of God in me. I allow my divine power as God's intention for me. I allow my ascension as the fruit of God's intention. I allow eternal love as the love of God through me. Welcome to the first moment of the best of your life. The first moment of the best of your life is an echo of eternity. The first moment of the best of your life is the memory bank of the entire journey of existence, from beginningless beginning to the endless end. It is that which reveals the advantage within every adversity. Every moment is the first moment, because every moment is the first of its kind. Every love is your first love, because every love is the first of its kind. Beware of the first moment of the worst of your life. To what are you paying attention? Every moment holds the power of creation. Create responsibly. Infinite power, wisdom, and love are contained within every moment. The first moment of the best of your life is the container for all of the success that is, was, or ever will be. Forgive yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in others. Own your ascension and the ascension of all. Own, allow, receive, manifest, and live your divinity. Every time is now. Every space is here. Everyone is me. Every time is now. Every space is here. Everyone is me.